All right, believe we are live. Greetings, everybody. Good afternoon for me, whatever, morning for you, night, I'm not sure. Today, I gonna make Hangman in StreamElements. Yesterday, I made a template. Well, not yesterday, last stream, 2 days ago. I made this template that is kind of like, just a starting point. So like trigger, it has all the trigger settings all set up for each platform. Yeah, I wanted to learn a little bit about like YouTube and how StreamElements works. So basically as I understand it right now, StreamElements is, hold on one second. StreamElements is it's multi-platform, but it's one at a time. So like you can have your Twitch chat, you can have your YouTube chat, you can have your Kick chat, and actually you can't do chat, but they're all separate. Like they're not combined. If you multi-stream, it's not gonna combine it. The only way to do that is through StreamerBot or something like StreamerBot. But on StreamElements, they all work the same. So like if you set up messaging for Twitch, it's also going to be, it's set up the same way for YouTube. So the messages in Twitch work the same as the messages in YouTube. And I assume once Kick supports messages, it'll just work. It's the same, it's going to you're going to use the same setup. So like when I set up subs, follows, and tips on Twitch, they just work on Kick because they're called the same thing. The events that StreamElements gets they're called the same thing. Does that make sense? Maybe I just made it more confusing. But basically I have this template now. So I'm gonna use this template and I'm gonna make Hangman. We're gonna do Hangman. And I was kind of thinking there are some decisions that need to be made for Hangman. So we're gonna hang our guy by the leg. Probably be a cute character. We're gonna hang him by the leg. We're not gonna kill him. So let's say this is like a T. This is like an A. Something like that. Okay, so this is Hangman right here. This I'm gonna take care of. So I think this will be like, I'm gonna animate through code. So like this leg will be an image. Probably this leg will be the same image, just let's just say it is. So it's the same image. So there's two legs. You know, the body will be an image. So all this stuff is just images. I'll kind of animate it, kind of like swinging back and forth and like moving a little bit, and then it'll start. Everything will be invisible, opacity 0, and then if you get, sorry. And then if someone gets an answer wrong, like so say they guess an S and there is no S, first this will turn on. Next is a G. Probably the body should turn on. If you guess a P and it's wrong, okay, next that turns on. So it's gonna just, the animation is always gonna be playing, but the opacity is what makes it visible. So it's going to be playing at all times. It's just going to be invisible, and then I'll slowly make it visible for the wrong letters. So this is going to be a div, obviously, that holds, it's going to hold these divs. I guess I'll use like the data properties. In HTML, so like if there's a data property called like flipped, and then there's a data property called contents or answer. We'll say contents. So like this one, maybe content, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's an F. Let's say it's an F. Flipped is false. This one, the content is A, flipped is true. So each div will just have two data properties. Content and flipped. Yeah, we'll have a div down here for guessed incorrect letters. I imagine there's gonna be like a solve command. So someone types in solve and then space, and then they can try to solve it. I actually don't know the rules of Hangman, so like if you try to solve and you miss it, it reveals a body part? Not sure, I'll have to look that up. But I assume, so something like that is going to have to be in here. And then be something like space like R. So that'll be a guess. There's gonna have to be there's gonna be have some kind of status bar, like to let people know what's going on. So like if nothing's going right now, you could say like, okay, guessing open. If someone guesses an R, and then I'm sure there'll be a little animation, a little something. So it'll say like revealing guess. Yeah, just a kind of little thing to let chatters know what the deal is. Yeah. I actually can't think of any issues that I'm going to run into that I don't know how to solve. I'm sure there will be. But yeah, right now, always the thing that's hardest is how to let people guess and how to trigger it. So trigger, we're just gonna let it kind of be all the events, and then it will choose a random. Yeah, seems easy, but it never is. So we'll see how it goes. Um, so first I'm gonna let's do a little checklist down here. I'm gonna get AI to create okay. Yeah, so this is first. I'm gonna get like Claude or ChatGPT to create sort of a format. Um, eh. My MIDI keyboard is freaking out. Says it's open. All right. Um. Okay, so that's number one. I'm gonna get the format like a JSON file. It's gonna have, I don't know, you start 20 answers, 20 examples, 20 like phrases, whatever it is. And then after I do that, probably build the board. Kind of the letter boxes, the guess boxes, everything. Just build the board, okay? Yeah, let's start there. I'm building a custom stream elements widget for Hangman. That is Hangman. I need you to make me a JSON file that has entries where each entry has a category and answer. So for example, one entry may be movie for category and what's a Hangman category? So it's a word? Okay. Geography. books. Okay. Let's let Claude do that. I will be right back. Okay, I like it. Um, yeah, okay. Well, okay, I gotta go to GitHub. What is this? Hangman. Hangman words. Create a new file. There we go. Um, where's that JSON? And then raw. Template. Oh no, I gotta uh Zoom Hangman save. Okay. All right, so I copied. Let's do let words URL equal. All right, and I forget, how did I puzzle? How did I get puzzle URL? Here we go. Fetch games. Puzzle, no, words URL. Spawn the data. No, none of this. Console.log data. See what we got. Did it work? Yes, it did. An array of... Look at that. All right, perfect. So I did number 1 is done. Connected. Okay. Build the board. The letter boxes, the guest boxes, yada yada. Okay. Gonna do, okay, main container always. We got, what do we call this stuff? This will be what do we want? We'll just say board left. Board item. So there's gonna be a left and a right. Board item, board item. ID equals board left. All right, let's figure that out first. Get this out of here. Game board. Hmm. All right, so the whole game's going to take place down here. Um, yes. Okay. Display, flex, direction, row. Board item. Uh, okay. So if I do board left, so with like okay, it's good enough, I guess. So over here is going to be the hangman, the man hanging. Maybe down here will be status bar. And then over here is going to be the board. Yeah, I mean, okay. Sure gonna run into some issues, but that will be for later. That's the Hangman container, and then down here is the status bar. Guess you'd call it. Okay. Okay. So do Hangman container. Okay. Okay. This is kind of the one I'm worried about. Like, so I'm gonna give it a fixed size, but within that fixed size, there's gonna be some yeah, whatever. We'll find out. So this one will be game board. Container. This will be guest bar. Is that what I called? Okay. So they are kind of. That's good. They're locked in. Okay. I mean, okay. I mean, that's kind of taken care of, but not even close. So now I want to do create the game board tile system. Okay. So also another thing I'm thinking, like, so for this right here, this will also be, this will be the same. It'll just be content, maybe like, if I do a space, you know, it'll have special styling. So like technically under the hood, a space will be right here. But to the user, to the people looking, it'll look like a space. Okay. So let's do game board container. Oh no. Huh? To all my 0 viewers. Hold on one second. Hello, everybody. I'm back. There's nobody there. Oh, there we go. There's nobody there. Okay, what was I up to? Yes, we're doing this. Okay. So the game board container. We're gonna put a little padding, a little 20 pixel padding. We are going to make flex, and the flex Alright, so I want the game board to be columns. And then inside of the game board, I'm gonna put rows. In case the phrase gets long and I have to cut it, and then we go 2 columns. Yeah. Alright, so the flex direction is gonna be column. Let's do a game board row. Height, 140 pixels. And then here, gap. Okay. We want to display in the middle. So, display contents. No. What is it? Justify content, align items. So align items center, justify content center. Yes. And then if we do 2, it should look all right. Yeah, good. Okay. uh, okay. Now, in the game board row, uh, game board letter. Okay, I'm gonna have Claude. Can you explain HTML data properties to me? Um, and checking and changing them from JS. Data attributes. What are data attributes? Data attributes, also called, are custom attributes you can add to HTML elements to store extra information. They always start with a data dash followed by your custom name. Data dash score, data dash level, data dash username, okay. Data category, data answer. Naming rules, okay. Use hyphens for multiple words. No uppercase letters. Can't contain special characters or hyphens. Player.dataset, okay. Accessing data attributes in JavaScript. Method 1. Using dataset recommended. The dataset property converts your data attributes to camel case. Yeah, okay. Write changes. Player dataset score. Add new. Power up shield becomes data power up. Okay. Check if attribute exists. Delete. Really? Okay. So if I do data dash flipped, let's say no, because it's either flipped or it's not. False. Okay. Okay, data flipped, false. Data dash content. F. Okay. Game board letter. Okay. Huh? Oh. Okay. So in the row should also be this stuff. That didn't change anything. Why not? Game board row. Yeah. Align items center. Huh? Oh. Ah, okay. Okay. Um. Okay, now what? Just gonna style the. Um. Okay. Um. want to do now? All right. Create the game board tiles. Yes. Okay. So I need to. So this is a good structure. But I'm gonna pick a random John from the JSON. So pick a random entry, and then I'm gonna create the game board row. So first, we'll do all entries equals beta. And then we will return what are we doing? Let random entry equal math.floor, math.rand, random times all entries.length. And then okay, so that's the random number. Let random entry equal all entries random no. Okay. Right? Is that it? Yeah. So it shows a random one. Great Wall of China. Let's try it again. After 2 seconds, should pop up books, 100 years of solitude. Okay. So that is work. That is good. Let's do function called set game board letter pieces. So what it's gonna do, it's gonna get game board container. And it's going to. So first I'm gonna clear it. Just gonna. Let's try this. Okay, so it is full. And on the load, we are gonna set game board pieces. Let's just see if it actually. Good. Okay, so it cleared those Johns. Okay, so it's gonna clear it, and then okay, so we're gonna do console.log entry dot answer dot length. Then we're gonna do entry dot answer, and let's see what that does. Can I do that? Okay, so it works. SUPER space MARIO space BROTHER. Okay, spaces. All right, it's all good. Okay, so first we're gonna create a row. And then we're just gonna put all the letters into it. It's probably gonna be too long, but we will figure that out. First, I have to make the mistake. So let row equal, no, document dot create element. Yeah. Div row dot class list equals game board row. Okay, and then for let I equal 0, while I is less than entry dot answer dot length I plus plus. Now what? Okay. We're gonna create a letter. So let box equal document dot create element. That is a div. Box dot class list equals game board letter. So I got to do the data properties, data attributes. Box dot data. Was it? Dot data set dot flipped equals false. Box dot data set dot content equals entry dot answer I. I believe that's correct. Okay, and then I'll just we'll just not gonna do this. I just want to see if it's correct. So like, okay, and then we're gonna append to the row. So row dot append box, and then at the end we do board dot append row. Let's see. Should delete. Oh yeah. Obviously not 100%. Can I give these like a min width? Yeah. Okay, that's good. I also want to do everything uppercase. Okay. Okay, so first I'm gonna have to figure out how to format this correctly. But first, so the space. I'm gonna take away the space. So I'm gonna style in CSS the space. Target elements with specific data attribute. Okay. Huh? Yeah, I have to do. Okay. Oh. Okay. So the spaces are gone. Seems a bit big. Seems. So let's make the row 100 pixels. Let's make the height 96%. And then I can change the width a little bit, make it, actually I don't need that, let's just do this. 7. Okay, looks good. So the way that I'm gonna okay, that one's much better. The way that I'm gonna format this so I'll get all the words. Get the length of the words. I'll set a max for the row, like 18 characters. If it's 18 characters, make a new row. But not that simple. All right, so like I'll set, let's say I'll set like 18 characters as the max. I'll have the word length. So I'll get number of words. I'll get number of words. Before I start the word. Also, like, I'll get number of words and then the characters in each. Total characters in each word. Before I start the word, I will check. Does, like, the current number plus this current word, oh, this is terrible. Does the current number on the row plus the current word length, if it's less than 18, okay. Okay, add to current row. You know. Add to current row. If no, then we're going to make a new row. This is terrible. Okay. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna set a max character for the row. Let's do that. Well, let's see. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 4. Okay, we can do one more. So let's say 14 is the max characters. Now we're gonna get total words or number of words in the answer. So equals entry answer dot split so that's going to be the number of words. Let's call it that. Num words answer. So that's going to be the array. So what if we so let j equal 0. While j is less than num words answer dot length. J plus plus. And no, I don't even need to do this. I mean, okay, just to like prove that I have the information I want. Let's do num words answer I dot length. Okay, we'll say it. No, J. Perfect. So we have pride is 5 letters, and 3, prejudice 9. And we got the total. So we printed the array. Perfect. 3 words. Okay. We got it. All right. So now we are going to character count equals 0. Um, I'm trying to think of how to make this like dynamic. It's like I feel like I should calculate it beforehand. Mm. Um. Okay. Hmm. Why am I having so much trouble with this? All right, I'm gonna try to figure it all out before I get to the loop. So like, let character count. But I'm trying to make it dynamic so that like okay, I can figure out if I had 2, 3 words, 4 words, but what if it has 7 words? I don't want to manually. Okay, we don't actually need that. That was to see if we got it. We got it. So we are gonna make another loop here. Actually, let's just copy that. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna do if character can, oh no, sorry, car count plus num words answer j dot length is less than max characters. Then we're gonna do something else. We are going to so this means haven't reached the end of the row yet. And this would be would go over need to make a new row. Okay. Then we're gonna make a new row. So should I make an array? Like rows equals row. Um num rows. Okay, let's see if this still works. Okay. Okay. So we create the row and then we do it there. If um okay, let's see. So correct will be okay. Our count equals 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I mean, it kind of makes sense, okay. But then the next time around it equaled 4. Ah. If character count plus the word is less than or equal to max characters, then it shows me and it adds 0 to 2. Where did we get to 4 and then 8? Uh, um, you're calculating when to create new rows, but you're not actually creating them or appending letters to the correct row. Here's what's happening and how to fix it. You create one initial row. You loop through the words to calculate row breaks, but don't store which words go in which row. Then loop through all characters. Yeah. You need to track which row each word belongs to and append the letters accordingly. Here's the corrected function. Huh? What the? What? Words. Okay. Rows. Current row. Document. Create element. Div. Current row. Put gameboard. Row. Rows dot push. Current row. Okay. Character counting. Current row index. For okay, so J words. Words. Okay. Words dot length. Yeah. Word equals words J. Word length. Words dot length. Hey. check if adding this word would exceed max char. Add 1 for space, if not the first in the row. Let space needed word length. Okay. If character count is over 0, and character count plus space needed is greater than max characters, create a new row. Okay, so I made a row index, it looks like. What? What are the odds of that? So it works. Huh. It works really well, and I don't. Gameboard space? No, I don't want that. No. Okay, actually, yeah, let's call it true. Content space flipped true. Okay. And Moby Dick. So actually, we don't want, yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Um, okay, so okay. Nice, okay. So now I need to animate. So when it starts, it's going to be blank. I'm going to do so like if you guess the right answer, the tile will come up, turn, it'll look like it flips, but it's just going to be like a fake flip. So here it is. I'll flip it towards the camera and then I'll add the text and then I'll just flip it the other way. So it looks like it flipped and it'll have it'll have the letter on it. Now let's see. Okay, so I have okay. Okay. Update all data sets first. Unflip boxes for each. Okay. No. Return. Why return? Okay. Let's just see what it does. Okay, let's see. So if there's an A, okay, so it did it, but I want. Box dot inner text equals letter. Yeah. Right. All right, so I don't actually want to flip it. What if we do a from to? So from to. So this would be like rotate Y, rotation Y, rotation Y. No? No. Huh? Okay. This is interesting. I am hungry. I think this is a good place to stop. So like obviously I wouldn't be calling, so I have a function that will reveal letter. Obviously I'm gonna have to check beforehand if that letter is in the thing. Otherwise it throws an error, or not really an error. It just doesn't animate. But so I'll do a check. If it is in the answer, it will reveal the letter. If it's not, it will add the letter to the bar down here showing what letters have already been guessed. But yeah, I think that's okay. Oh, I don't want to do that. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. That's a little bit better. Hmm. Okay. I like it. Good place to stop. All my viewers. Oh my god. Look at all those viewers. Nobody even popped in to say hello or even to tell me where to view bot. No one on Kick even came in to tell me where to view bot. That is very disappointing. Those are my best viewers. Okay. Working on this next stream. I'm gonna build this whole thing all the way through on stream. Chatter's Court. I gotta do some stuff. I gotta do art. The art is not a stream thing. I gotta wait until I finish all that stuff. This is what I'm doing next time. Thank you. Goodbye.